Hey there, I'm Mark Daly, Director of Training for Transformative Solutions. We show teams and organizations how to move from negative work environments to positive team cultures and improve productivity, profitability, and job satisfaction. This is a quick tip video, and it's going to show you what to do when your team is not meeting their goals and cannot hold one another accountable. Has that ever happened to you? Well, this was the main problem that the new HR manager for a large Colorado government agency was facing. During our strategy session, he told me that the crews working out in the field were having more and more safety issues. The workforce was also highly disengaged, demoralized, because they were spread so thin and overworked, and they were just doing the minimum amount to get along and go along. This manager was totally frustrated because everyone seemed to be pointing the finger at everyone else. To top it off, they had a hierarchical, military-style chain of command with regular turnover up in the executive staff. So the structural issues impacting safety were actually going to be very hard to change. So we recommended starting with a half-day basic leadership training for over 250 of the frontline supervisors on the DISC personality style, and then follow that up with another half day of accountability training. We figured it was up to the supervisors to spearhead the changes to improve the safety. And our DISC assessment showed that the majority of the supervisors had either a dominant or conscientious personality style, which created a task-oriented team culture of get her done, no whining, and why do I need to give somebody praise when they're just doing their job? So we started our trainings the way we always do. We use Kurt Lewin's 3-step method. We start with unfreezing the group by openly discussing the problems on the behavior change, and then introducing the new tool to address the problem, and then refreezing the new behavior change into the group with accountability. So we started each training by brainstorming on the problems with the leadership in the workplace and agreeing on the top 3 to work on. Then we discussed the qualities of good leaders in their lives, from teachers, coaches, religious leaders, military leaders. And we noticed that 90% of the positive characteristics had to actually do with emotional intelligence. And this is how we got buy-in to shift away from purely task-oriented leadership to try a more people-oriented leadership style. Now from there, we trained them to use QBQ, the question behind the question, which is a simple but powerful communication tool developed by John Miller. And it transformed all the negative complaints that are such a drag into positive requests for action. The basic idea is to reframe a negative complaint like, why won't you send me more support out in the field when we know we're already spread so thin, to what can I do to create more support for our frontline workers and improve safety? When we laid this out, I could see the light bulbs going off, and I could hear their enthusiasm start to catch fire as we listed all the complaints and then created new positive questions for them to take up the chain of command. The dominant personality styles, they love QBQ because they love to be in action and they love accountability. And then we ended the training by creating the accountability buddies and moving forward with new commitments. So the frontline supervisors, they really got engaged. They started to do this with the middle managers, bringing up safety issues, work assignments, allocation of resources. And that was really great, but they experienced the brick wall, right? The middle managers did not know how to respond, other than just to say, that's not how we do it around here, and fill out a form and send it somewhere else. And the supervisors became totally frustrated. And they requested the training for the 85 middle managers. And so HR dude called and we did that. We did the same training through all them and the new hires coming in. Now the HR reports is that the team is totally engaged. They're using QBQ. There's been a reduction in safety incidents, higher productivity, and higher levels of engagement and job satisfaction. So if your team's having a problem not meeting their goals and can't hold one another accountable, we can help. We have a 2-minute team assessment that can take you on our that you can take on our website from transformativetraining.com. Then schedule your 20-minute strategy session online with us, and we'll discuss what's going on with your team and develop a training program that's proven to increase your productivity, profitability, and job satisfaction. If you meet with us today, we'll send you a proposal tomorrow. So don't delay. Do something different. We can help you. Thanks for watching the Transformative Solutions Quick Tip video.